Hi, welcome to ProjecTraxx. We're going to spend a couple minutes here just demonstrating how you or your employee will log into certain jobs and will track all your time in real time. When you log into the system, you can use any computer, touchscreen, smartphone, iPad, iPhone, Android, whatever it may be, as long as you have an internet browser. This is going to be the screen that appears on any of those devices. First thing you're going to do is log in. So we're going to go ahead and log in, and this is the first screen that you or your employee will see. These are all the active jobs that you've loaded into the system. First of all, I'll start with the first one where it says activity without a project. This is where you're going to want to log your time that isn't job related. So for example, let's say at the end of the day or at the end of the week you have a cleanup day and you have your whole entire shop come together and clean the entire shop. Well, that time that they're spending isn't necessarily going to go against a job, so we're going to track that time that they spend against cleaning or maybe tool repairs, whatever it may be. That's where we'll track that time. But we're going to go ahead and clock into this fireplace job by just clicking on it, and the next screen that comes up is going to be all the steps that you've allocated that you would like to track. In this example, we have quite a detailed list from estimating, design, R&D, samples, templating. A lot of the steps that we forget to track that actually go into making a job either profitable or you can discover a loss. How many of you go out and track all the time, and when you put together an estimate or when you go do consultation time, all that time adds up. So this is one way that you can really start tracking all the time that you spend and start learning how well your time is spent and if that means a profit at the end of the job. So this is a pretty detailed list. You create all these steps in the system yourself. You can create any type of steps. You can call them whatever you'd like as well. Again, this is a pretty detailed list, and then I'm going to show you an example of a fairly vague list as well. So if you want to just track labor instead of templating and samples and forming, you could certainly do that. We're going to go ahead and clock into this, let's say templating. Next screen that pops up is production, meeting, break, lunch, travel, cleanup. This is where you're going to track in, where you log into production. Production generally means any type of job that's in production that you're truly tracking time against a job that's going to be invoiced. If, for example, you're having a meeting, a break, or lunch, travel, or cleanup, you can certainly track those under the activity without a project. We're going to go ahead and hit production. Also notice down here on the left corner is step is complete. So if you can designate different authority levels to the people who use this system. Say you had a foreman or a manager and they know that this step is complete. He can go ahead and log into the system, say the step is complete. So you on the back end, when you look at your dashboard from anywhere in the world, you'll be able to see that, hey, templating is now complete without even going to your shop. In this case, we're going to go ahead and check into production. This is the next screen that pops up. It's going to give you all your time throughout the week, what you've been doing, what job, what step, and all the time that you have logged in against those jobs. You're going to go ahead and hit clock in, and now you're off to work. So as you template, you can see at the bottom we're working on the fireplace, we're templating, and we're in production at 1,300 hours. You're going to continue on with that job until you're done, or let's say you need to switch gears a little bit and you're going to go on an install with this same job, or it could be a whole different job entirely. You're going to go ahead and hit log out. You're going to come back into the system, log in, and you're going to clock out first, or again you're going to hit step is complete if that's your authority to do so. So in this case we're going to clock out, and if you're going to go on that install now, you're going to go ahead and clock back in real quick, hit the fireplace, you're going to go to install, and you're going to hit production, and you're going to clock back in. You can see how easy that is. No paperwork, no estimating or guesstimating time at the end of the week. A lot of employees will write write their information down on papers, they'll forget some steps, and then at the end of the week they're trying to make up all their time, so it could be inaccurate. The other thing that this is going to do, it's going to crunch all this information for you. You're not going to have to spend hours and hours and hours, and some companies actually pay people to do this as an employee, you know, $20,000 to $35,000, $40,000 to crunch all this information every week. Well, this is going to eliminate that altogether, and you're going to be able to have one system that organizes your company in more than just crunching the information. So this is what the activity looks like when you log in and out of a job. It's that easy. All you and your employees will be doing this. This is the only part they'll really see unless you give them information to get into the actual system where you can start seeing profit and loss, see where people are exceeding times or coming under budget and so forth. So thank you very much for listening, and please call us or email us with any questions you may have.